crypto markets bottomed. I'm a firm believer that they already have hit their lowest point that they're going to in this crash, in this economic cycle that we're in, currently speaking. However, there is a massive argument about that. Welcome to my first ever live stream trading session. I'm gonna be trading crypto most likely because I have my trading funds in crypto, not in the stock market. The stock market is just where I hold my positions. But we're still going to go over some stuff today and see what the news looks like. I'm going to share out the link to as many places as I can, and let's just make sure that we are in fact live now that I hit the button to go live. Yes, we are. All right, one of the most successful trades that I've had in the last couple weeks, I guess, was on Kaspa. Just getting straight into that one. Kaspa, I called it out in our Discord right here. I said, Kaspa looks intriguing. It's something that I think is going to do well in this bear market, but I'm waiting for a breakout of this channel, and that's what we had. We literally broke out perfectly, came back, retested, that's where I entered, and now we're up. Not too much. It's something that I plan on holding for a little bit, so I don't want to get too excited because it could still reverse. I haven't taken any amounts of profits. Let me share out the live stream here. You guys can stare at the stock market for a second. Ooh, the market's pumping. The market's pumping hard right now. Look at that. Those giant green candlesticks. All right, let me put this in the chat. I am going live to trade Let's go live on Kick too. This is the first time I'm ever doing a multi-stream. So we're live on YouTube and we're live on Kick. It's actually just a plug-in on OBS. So a little bit of alpha if you guys ever intend on live streaming or anything. My hair's a little chaotic right now, but if you're watching this back, I want to know what you think of the overlay. I made it last night. Well, yesterday morning is when I made it. And then I think it looks pretty nice, but could go either way with that, honestly. You're gonna have to bear with me. I understand this one's gonna be a little bit peculiar of a live stream. I want to make sure that I have everything squared away. So I'm gonna be trading on BitGet here, although I probably just exposed my account information for no reason. I just put $100 in. Now, in full transparency there, I've put $200 in, and I just wanted to play around and explore the high leverage trading because BitGet allows you to trade up to 125x on some crypto. And so I put the $200 in and I was just gambling on random stuff. You get liquidated so easily there. The 200's gone. 200's gone. So I just put another 100 in because now that I'm starting these, we're going to be actually trading. We're going to be taking it serious, and we're going to try and turn that 100 into something of more value. We're just playing around, right? We're experimenting right now. Let's make this a little bit smaller. Close that. There's no need for that to be open if I'm not going to show you how much money is there. I haven't opened Thinkorswim in a minute, so been so utterly focused on crypto that I just haven't even attempted to trade the markets in the stock market in a little bit. All right, what am I doing? I'm getting the live chat pulled up. Shh. Am I live twice? No, okay. Gonna open Kick as well. So this is the struggles of it. The market's doing pretty well. We'll go over the news in a second and see why we're making the moves we're making. Okay, I don't need that feedback loop.
I don't need
nope.
that feedback loop.
That was gross. Here we go. It's weird on Kick because you can see all the old messages that you've had, but pop out chat. That way we can hang out. All right, so probably focus more, well, definitely going to focus more on crypto right now. Let's get this second one up. You just don't want to be enabling it. I hate that Thinkorswim won't just automatically click like every other window that exists, but it is what it is, right? It is what it is. How do I get... I'm glad none of you guys are in here watching this with me because I don't know how to get the chat up right now. I think I have to go into my channel, manage videos, live streams. No, that's definitely not it. Whatever. I think I'll just have to wait and figure that out later. Oh, someone's over here on Kick. It's probably myself. I think it counts me as a viewer when I have that window open. But if it's not, welcome. Thank you for stopping in here. I'm trying to figure out how to get the YouTube chat up and running, but I think I'm about to give up on it for now and then not have the YouTube chat, which I think is completely fine because I don't believe you're going to be watching it with me. Not this one. I didn't really put it out there too much, so. All right, we were talking about Caspa. Let's go over to Bitcoin, BTC. I want to see, and then we're going to get signals open. We're interested right now in day trading some cryptocurrency. That's what the goal of this live stream is going to be. I'm going to open a position likely on Matic. I've already established that in my head. And so if we can find a decent entry point, that's what I'm planning on doing. Bitcoin looks like it's starting to break down on the minute time frame. Let's see what the movement has been on the 4 hour, get a sense of direction here, right? You want to establish where things are headed before. So we had a giant green candle on the 4 hour. Now we're retracing back down. So obviously in a bearish movement, currently speaking, for the market, for Bitcoin. The stock market, on the other hand, the stock market just continues to roar ahead. We're having a pullback, honestly, break of formation here, clear as day break, right? We were riding this EMA up. Now it looks like we're headed back down to the orange EMA, or SMA, I guess. It's a simple moving average. We're down on the day a little bit, but all right, we're going to put the stock market away for a second, and we're going to focus just on crypto market because that's what I want to be trading. So Polygon Matic. Polygon, the reason why I'm interested in Polygon is because it is a phenomenal project, so I don't have to worry about it dropping indefinitely. I know that it likely is going to go up in the longer term, so I feel confident putting my money in it for a trade because I know there's not just going to be mass liquidation and the price just plummets straight down. Whereas something like Pepe, I don't want to trade Pepe because I don't know how certain news might impact that immediately. It could literally drop 50% in a single day, and I wouldn't be shocked at all. Matic, I don't see that actually happening, so I feel like there's a layer of safety there. It's sitting at a $6 billion market cap, which is pretty nice. We had a huge drop here, right? Exactly what I was talking about, how Matic doesn't often do this. It does do that occasionally, 34% when the SEC kind of cucked them. And now we're rebounding back up. I believe we're headed back to the baseline, and we just had a massive pullback, right? How large of a pullback is this? 10%. Okay, not massive, but we had a pullback. It's still in a formation here, clear as day in a channel. So I'm patiently waiting for it to break and have a little bit of retest. and just show me that it's going to move in my favor here. I just want to make sure that direction is clear, because that's part of the game of trading. You can't just jump in hoping for a reversal, hoping and gambling that it's going to move your way. You have to wait for some level of clarification for direction. Part of the way that we do that is by going on something like signals, which will tell you the open interest for unfinished auctions and such on each different exchange for crypto. So KuCoin is my favorite to look at because I truly feel like they have a lot of data there. And you can see on Matic, so each one of these lines represents a naked point of control or an unfinished auction. Effectively, they're just magnets. The market makers love to make price swing towards these magnets, and the more volume that's there, because this is accumulation of people who have open orders or who are trying to trade on leverage. And so the higher the number, the more likely it is we're going to go fill those. You see the 3.2K down here. We came down and touched it twice. So we had a little bit of a double bottom here on the formation on a 1 hour time scale, and it came down perfectly and hit both of them. Did not look to get down to here apparently. It must not have been large enough. That gives me confirmation that we've bottomed a little bit and are coming back up. And you can see how many orders are above us that are, again, likely to act as magnets. So 71 cents looks like a very large NPOC for Matic. You come back to Matic's chart. Where is 71 cents? Well, we can't be on the market cap chart if we're going to be doing that. 71 cents is back up here at the highs, right? Literally right up at here at the highs. So what that tells us is that when we were here last time, there were orders that didn't get filled. And so they're likely to get filled again if we can rely on this strategy. That paired with my belief that we're going back up to 80 cents ultimately, back probably above $1 at some point, gives me confidence to trade it. I'm going to look at some news. Crypto Panic. Where's Crypto Panic? Here she is. So what's driving the crypto markets right now? Crypto Panic is a news aggregator. So we look at what's hot in the market. Bitcoin Cash climbs 100%. So a lot of eyes are going to be on Bitcoin Cash. That honestly is probably not something that makes sense, but Bitcoin Cash futures, sure, on Binance. Yeah, you see that? That's insane. This is on the 15-minute. We'll go to the hourly. That's a massive, massive pump. And you can see shit like this. We're calming down. The pumps are not pumping as hard. The RSI is not being as overextended, which shows us that there's less volume, there's less buying pressure driving the price up. When you see this, the first pump went up 37%, and then we had a retracement and we pumped up again 77%, but then this time we're only up 23%. You can just, I don't know, after a little while you can kind of see like they're starting to look less and less energetic, and the RSI is just the indicator that shows you that. So maybe shorting Bitcoin Cash, honestly, could be a good idea. But before we do something like that, we need to check the flow of money. I'm just like throwing a bunch of random shit out. This is a complete and utter test of a live stream. I highly doubt anyone's going to watch this. So if you are, you should let me know. And I will probably do nothing but say thank you. You see that? I need a flow. I'm choppy. I feel like I'm not talking about anything. This is on the day. Where's the money going within crypto? It's going from USD and TRY and Euro. These are all different fiat currencies, and usually it goes into Bitcoin or stable coins here. So a lot of money is flowing into Bitcoin. A lot more money is flowing into stable coins. What I pay attention to is where is it going after this? So USDT into XRP. Today, a lot of money is flowing into XRP. So something possibly is happening on the other side of things to push money in to XRP. Ripple versus SEC, another attorney calls it quits. Leak reveals enormous China earthquake could be about to hit the price of Bitcoin, Ethereum. Yeah, this looks like just a clickbaity article. What I want to do now is control F XRP and see if anything is happening with XRP. So Bitcoin could soar 10x, Hopium price set to soar, Hopium, XRPI's big fund inflows as whopping $200 million injection in Epic ETF boom. That's probably what's driving a lot of this. This was from yesterday, so the last 24 hours or so. Let's see if this tells us a little bit anymore. XRP fund inflows explosive 1 million surge in Ripple versus SEC verdict near. So the verdict's been near for the last 3 years, but if there's an ETF XRP that's being talked about, it makes a lot of sense for this to be booming, but I can't fathom that's actually real. So stuff like this is probably circulating. This is my speculation. Stuff like this is circulating, which is causing some money to flow into XRP. We can also see the sell flows. So people are leaving Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Arbitrum, Sol, Blur, Matic, all this stuff people are leaving for stable coins. Again, it's just the flow of the money. That's just how that shit works, right? Come on. You're making me look like a fool. Go to the 5-minute chart. The market's just chilling. Nothing super exciting is happening in the stock market right now. We're having a little bit of a run upwards. It's clear we're in a positive momentum here, positive push up, but the direction's very unclear on a very small time scale. Stock's poised for a rebound, yeah. I think the AC in my apartment just got shut off, so now I'm starting to sweat. Alright, I think I might just call this live stream. I missed the opening bell, which was the whole point. I wanted to get the opening bell on the stock market. And I was very discombobulated. So I'm going to piece it together and we're going to have a good time. There's going to be a good live stream moving forward. We'll see. We will see indeed, dude. We will see indeed. But before I close out of all of this, we're gonna just make sure everything is set up. Just utilize it for what it is. This is me setting up everything for future live streams. All right, so what do people normally do on live streams? We'll come on, we'll be super energetic. We'll talk about stuff that's happening on the market. The bell is going to break and we're going to scream. We're going to have a good time. Things are going to be super exciting. Then we're going to go over some of the news headlines and see immediate price action, which means that I need to have this window for stocks set up beautifully right here. And then we'll see QQQ. Maybe we want to look at NVIDIA. Maybe we want to look at Palantir, my favorite investment right now in the stock market. Maybe we want to look at Apple and talk about how the fact that all of the gains in the market are being driven by companies like this. Apple is the largest company. It is the most weighted company in the S&P 500. So it is the reason why the S&P 500 is almost at all-time highs again, which is mind-numbing. How the hell is it at all-time highs? The valuations are just going insane again. The idea of money flowing back into the markets has just caused the markets to, well, I guess it is money flowing back into the market, but either way, we'll talk about that stuff, and then we're going to scour for any open trades. We're going to look around and see if we can find anything that looks intriguing to trade. So we'll have to be on the 1-minute time frame and already determine what coins I'm interested in playing around with for the day. I really want to get into a Matic trade, and I'm going to use leverage, and I'm going to use BitGet because BitGet is what I'm going to use. I did it again. Stop showing my wallet address. Trade USDTM futures. I've been enjoying my time with BitGet, so BitGet is what I will be using to trade crypto. It allows for a ton of leverage, so it gets kind of scary, but if I'm scalping stuff, if I'm doing quick little scalps, then you can use leverage. It's no different than an options contract, right? But if I'm planning on trying to catch a reversal, leverage is not your friend. But if you're playing a breakout, leverage can be a really good profit enhancer. Check the discords. I need to have both chats open down there. Yes, that's clear. I'm thought for sure that OBS let me pull out the chat. I have my YouTube chat on the stream so you guys can see it, but I can't see it. So that's definitely not what needs to be happening. It is good to know that both streams were working up fine. Docs, chat, aha! Alright, so we'll have the chats down here. We'll minimize my OBS nonsense. Well, I guess I can't minimize it. No, I don't want that. Things are looking beautiful now. I don't think I need Discord open, but we'll leave Discord open because Discord's a good time. Yeah, see, even though I have the bias on Matic that I want Matic to continue to run up a little bit, I understand that I have to wait patiently. So we're at the bottom of this, but we're getting rejected by these moving averages. So patience is a virtue when it comes to trading. It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get in anything on this live stream, but I'm going to take this opportunity to talk about companies like Palantir. This is mostly just for me because, again, it's just me. Palantir is a stock that came on my radar back here when it was pumping from its ICO. It did, well, ICO, Jesus. It didn't even do an IPO. I'm just so involved in crypto right now that my brain is focused entirely on crypto terms. Palantir did not do an IPO, which is the traditional route. It also didn't do a SPAC. It did a DPO, or a direct public offering. That's besides the point. I was watching it rocket up to $45. One of my friends was making a shit ton of money on it, and he is super, super bullish on Palantir. He was telling me I need to get in before this thing goes to like $500, and I was like, well, it's kind of grossly overvalued. It doesn't really do anything, and I don't understand what it does anyways. Like, it doesn't make profits, whatever. I took my time and I researched it because he was so gung-ho about it. I wanted to know what I was missing, because if you don't understand something and someone else is bullish on it, rather than making fun of them for being bullish and calling them an idiot, you should try and understand where they're coming from. It'll help you be a better investor over the long term. So I did my analysis on it and I said, hey, Palantir looks pretty interesting. I'd be interested to buy it at $8. He laughed at me, but I said $8. Look where we are now. No, it started dropping, and I did more and more research into it because I was like, hey, there's actually a possibility that we get to an $8 price point on Palantir. When I did more research and I fully understood what Palantir was and where it was in its business cycle, where it was in its business life cycle, I was like, okay, $12 is more of a realistic price target for me where I would like to start accumulating. So when we dipped below that $12 down to $10 or so, I opened my position and I averaged down on it the entire time because I really am a fan of this company. My average purchase price was about like $8.80 or something like that. So right around here. I'm happy with that. It finally skyrocketed, and a lot of people who have no idea what Palantir is, have no idea what the company does, have no idea how to value a company like this, are saying that now it's overvalued. No, it's overextended. Yeah, it doesn't take a brain surgeon to see that that stock price is grossly overextended. You don't rally that much and expect nothing. Like, look at that. It's up 100%. It was up 130%. You don't rally like that and not have a pullback. It is just fairly valued now. It's not overvalued in the slightest. It's not. It's a silly argument to say that Palantir is overvalued right now. It's overextended, yeah. Which is why I'm not buying. Which is why I actually closed out of one of my option positions. I opened an option back here, a call, that expired in 2025. Or it expired in January 2024, so right around here. I think it's right here, actually, this thing. It was a leap, so I bought a long-term call option on it, and when we rallied like this, I sold. And I also sold a covered call, and now we've fallen, and I believe that covered call expires this Friday, so I'll make my money on that as well. And then, yeah, we'll see. Thank you all for being here with me. I'm gonna fine-tune this. I'm probably gonna spend a chunk of today or tomorrow watching other people's live streams and trying to gain valuable information on how they start their live stream. Because I can get going. Once I've gotten going, I can keep going. But that initial spark was not good.